Good evening. My name is Ron Dellums, and as you know, I'm a candidate for mayor. I'm very sorry that I'm not able to be with you this evening as I have a conflict in the last several days of this campaign. But I would like to speak to you directly with respect to the A's. In my youth, I wanted desperately to be a baseball player. I love baseball. The Oakland A's are a very loved team in this community. It's family friendly, it's affordable, it speaks to the spirit and the unity of this community. And to the maximum extent possible, I want very much for the Oakland A's to be here and to stay here. And it is my hope that you in the community and I join together in making sure that our voices are heard with respect to this issue. It would be very, very detrimental, as I see it, to the spirit and the unity of this community to lose the A's. That said, I want to say something to you very direct and very honest. I met with the owner of the A's. I found him candid, I found him very straightforward, and in my opinion, very honest. He said to me, "Don't break your pick on this one, you have other priorities." And what I thought I heard from that was there was already 1 foot out the door. I asked him, what would have been your best place for this stadium? He said, no question, downtown Oakland, because of access to the freeway, access to BART, access to pedestrian traffic, and an opportunity to develop downtown. That said, he had the same view that the previous owner had, that downtown would have been the best place. Now, some people suggest that, well, 3 years ago, this guy wasn't there, but at the end of the day, this is a business that has to pencil out. And so if one owner felt that that was the most important place in order for this to make sense from a business perspective, it's clear that this owner did as well. In my humble opinion, someone or some people in this town went to sleep at the wheel 3 years ago when we could have made downtown the location for the stadium. All of that said, I think it's still important for us to rally our resources, to rally our spirit in this community, to try as diligently as we can to convince the present owner that staying in Oakland makes sense. Now, we know that we can't afford huge subsidies. We're already paying millions of dollars per year on a deal with one of our other teams. I'm not certain that people in this community are prepared to do that with this team. But I think that it is possible for us to come up with some kind of solution that would allow the Oakland A's to stay here. I think we need to maximize that. I think with the strength of the community and the power of people to raise their voices very thoughtfully and very clearly about what their consensus is, then that enhances the potential of this community going to the owner with an arrangement that makes sense because you have the support of the community. I would be less than candid if I didn't say to you that I didn't think the door was wide open, but I still think the door is open. And while the door is open, I think that gives us hope, and all of us need to step into that because, as I said before, the Oakland A's are important to this community. It's family friendly, it's reasonable, and people love the Oakland A's, as do I. Choose or lose the A's, I choose the A's. For the health of this community, for the vitality of this community, for the spirit of this community, let's rally together to see if we can put together a proposition that is attractive enough to keep this important and well-loved team.